It's about 7 a.m. The world is still asleep, and I do not want to fall down in this slippery, cool water. But I want to know, that's just a hunk of metal. There was a pretty good flood here. You know, we've had more rain from just major thunderstorms, which is good for this area, but I know other areas got hit pretty hard with the hurricane. Anyway, if you're new to watching this channel, I absolutely love getting in city creeks and seeing what is washed down from wherever, whenever. And this is a city creek. It's been over a year, but I've always wanted to go back through this tunnel. And I think we may attempt it today if I can remove all the spider webs and see what's inside. I have decided, well, first of all, I made it inside. So you gotta ask yourself, would you come in here? There are so many spider webs in here, all over the walls. But once you get in, there's not quite as many, because there's no reason for a spider to be in the middle of this. I mean, there's one or two, but spiders prefer the edges. Ants like to go anywhere. So let's go have a look and see what is washed through here. Everything usually comes in here with a rage of glory. So finding anything cool is going to be tough. But we can swish out a few spots and see if there's anything in the deepest of them. There does not appear to be anything in there to harvest. But you always need to look up for fresh fallen anything. This is how high the water gets. It absolutely fills up in here. This place is about 5 foot tall. And if I stand all the way up, I'll hit the head that's on top of my shoulders, and it hurts. And when I get in a place like this, I always think about the people who put it together. They sat in here and they stacked these rocks. I wonder how many fell on their head as they were going through. Hopefully not many. Let's look right here. This is a pretty deep hole. Ah, something just flew past my foot. Ooh, that gave me the creepers. There could be snakes in here, but this is a lot cooler in here than it is anywhere else, like the outside. So there we go. And let's see, are there any coins in here? I thought I had a spider crawling up my leg. Ooh, that's down in the black dirt. That's good. That means you're down in the dirt and the iron layer. And I am too. But there's nothing in there. There's little dangly things that keep hitting me in the head. It's not bad. And if you don't have a light in here, it looks like that. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but never go in one of these places without a flashlight, because it could wash out in the bottom and you're walking through here and you fall in a big hole and you get your leg hung up. I've never really found anything in this tunnel. That's why I never went back, because it is long and you gotta stay bent over. And it's kind of trench in the back. Wow, they've done some repairs right here. I've never noticed that. That's concrete. There's the original wood. That's just fascinating. To me. Look at the size of that crawfish. That is a beast. So let's get the light out of its face all the way. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. That's actually a good sign, because they need pretty clean water to survive. I'm ready to get out of here. Now my back is not feeling as good as it was. Isn't it beautiful though? Oh, that's a good spider web that I didn't even see. I felt like I was putting on a hairnet to work in the kitchen of the restaurant. So now we're getting back in the spiderweb zone, because we're getting closer to the light. Where's the spider? You can see it. Oh, there's so many spiders now. Nope. Give me light. Look at that spider. Go up. Up. All the way. Go up. It's a bunch of spiders. I can handle anything with spiders. I'm climbing out right here. I'm not going back through. So there it is, we made it. Let's see if we can find anything in the creek up here. This is an interesting creek, and other than just the hundreds of pounds of garbage I've taken out over the years that I consider treasures, anything old and really cool washes out on the bank. Not like the bank where you put your money in and have your checking account. It's a dirt hill. And when we first started, I say we, me and a friend of mine and my bride, when we first started coming in this creek, we found lots of stuff. Pocket knives, toy pistols, tons of phones. And the crazy thing is, tons of toy pistols. Here comes somebody walking down through here. Talking to himself. I think he's talking to himself. There's one of those telephone cords that kids put on their wrist. When I was a kid, you'd have had to have a big wrist to wrap a telephone cord around it. Here's a common creek tire from a wagon or something. The cool thing about these is the old ones used to have a name on the tire so you could see the company that made it. This one does not. Now my bride, she's a marble girl. She loves finding marbles. Gotta be something. I need the dirt. This winter all the foliage will die and it'll just be dirt. Alright, you ready to name this car part? It's not a car part. Acting up. You know what that is? If you know what that is, I will be ever so impressed. Let the water settle down. Look at it. Think about it. And what you never knew is what they look like on the inside. I didn't either. I saw this sign and it opened up my eyes. I saw this sign. There's only one letter left on it. I'll tell you what would be cool if there's writing on the bottom of this piece of jug. There's not, because that was a coffee cup, dude. Okay. This part of the creek is where I brought you before to show you all the slag, because it's so doggone beautiful, isn't it? You know, when you think pollen season is over, you come to a thing like this and you do that. And I don't know if you can see it because it's all blowing downstream, but it's just like a green and yellow puff. Let's do this one. Oh. Here's a lot of slag that's washed out. Most of it's brown in this creek. Occasionally you get a purple or a green or a brilliant blue. But this appears to be mostly brown. What this is the byproduct of all the elements in the iron making process. You have to Google that for more detailed information on the process, but it formed the glass and they would pour it off and use it for different things. A lot of times, I know in this town and a lot of towns it was used, they would crush it and make it the bed of roads. Not bed of roses, if John Bovey's on your mind, but road bed. I don't know if we're going to go any further because, I don't know, we might. Okay, we're not. I want to head back downstream and see if we missed anything. You can kind of see better because the partial sun is at our back. I have way too much slag piled up around the house at the base camp, and it just kind of sits there. I'm glad I took my allergy pill because I don't want to develop a cough. I've metal detected these banks before because if there's any good signals, it's pretty easy to do that and find whatever's there. And occasionally there's a pretty cool bottle poking out, but not today. Back where we started, I think we're going to climb the bank and go out a different way. So we're back where we started because I climbed out. I didn't want to go back through that tunnel or all those trees and everything. And I guess that's it. We didn't find a thing except a crawfish. Thanks for watching my videos. A little end note here. Due to the fire in Conyers, Georgia, you can see the interstate is completely stopped heading into Georgia on the other side of the road. Enjoy. I've been there in that before. It is miles. It's right now it's about, I think, 60 miles long, and every side road is absolutely packed with traffic. Did you know that, darling? That line is about 60 miles long.
60 miles all the way this way?
All the way from Atlanta back to here, or all the way rolling into Georgia. So all you can do is camp or get off and go on the